Hey everybody, Ren Carothers here with your Tuesday edition, a two-year-old Tuesday edition of the Future Stars forecast. First, before we talk about two-year-olds, we're going to take a look back at some of the horses who came out of the 2019 Future Stars Friday card who made some noise this weekend. Let's kick things off talking about Decorated Invader and actually watching him in the stretch run when he won the Pennine Ridge. In a second. Let's see here. We got to share screen. There we go. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm actually trying to produce on my own today, and I've never done this. And let's see here. It's not, let's see if we can get this to go. And we'll see if we can make it work. Here we go, I think. Come back to you. And how cool is that, by the way? Watching Decorated Invader, he stayed perfect now in 2020. He was coming off a win in the Cutler Bay Stakes. This was a very dominant win in the Pennine Ridge. And it was over a horse who was also on the Future Stars Friday card in the very same race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, in which Decorated Invader was fourth that day. Well, Proven Strategies was in there as well, and he ran second over the weekend. So it was really cool to see that. And, I got to say congrats, of course, to West Point Thoroughbreds, their partners, Will Freeman, you've got Will Sandbrook, Cheryl Manning. Big congrats also to Christophe Clement. His whole team was coming off such a tragic loss. So it was really great to see such a big win for them. And of course, jockey Joel Rosario. Now, I did get a hold of Terry Finley of West Point Thoroughbreds. And the plan, the big target, is going to be the Saratoga Derby, which is part of the Turf Trinity. But they may go ahead and run opening weekend at Saratoga in the Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool. Really neat horse. I got to spend some time with him up close ahead of the Future Stars Friday card. And he's got a great personality. He's beautiful to look like. And he's even matured further. Just, again, absolutely gorgeous. And on top of it, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen me mention this before. He smells amazing. I don't know what type of shampoo they use there at the Clement barn, but whatever it is, it's fantastic. And so if they can let me know what it is, I might use it on my own mane. I'm just saying. But so again, exciting for Decorated Invader, a son of Declaration of War, who himself, he was very highly decorated over there in Europe, came here to the United States and put in that game, third place finish in the Breeders' Cup Classic. That's where there was that really edge of your seat photo between Mucho Macho Man, Will Take Charge, and Declaration of War was right there. So awesome horse, awesome to see him have a winner like this. We also saw a filly win on the turf coming out of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. And that day, I believe she was third in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. Well, she got her score in her first start back, and that is Sweet Melania for Todd Pletcher. Really cool fact about this filly is she's a combination of two APs. And what I mean by that is she's a daughter of Grand Slam champion American Pharoah, and then she hails from the female family of AP Indy. So how cool is that? If you're a fan of both like I am, you've got to have a soft spot for this filly, especially with the talent she has shown on top of it. She won the Grade 3 Wonder and Stakes, and it was by a length and a half. It was for Jose Ortiz. Again, Todd Pletcher, owners Robin Lawana Lowe. So big congrats to them. I'm going to try to show you the stretch replay right now. Hopefully things go a little more smoothly. Let's see if we can make it happen for you. Go to here, and we're going to check out the Wonder Again Stakes stretch. How great was that? I love seeing that. Congratulatory thank you, Pet. Also, Jose to Sweet Melania. Again, really cool pedigree. I just have to mention it one more time because I do think it's so awesome. And that is the fact, again, that she's by American Pharoah, our first Triple Crown champion in 37 years when he won it in 2015. First horse to win the Triple Crown, to then have an opportunity to go into the Breeders' Cup Classic, which he won, which is probably his finest performance. And then she hails from the female family of another Breeders' Cup Classic champion in AP Indy. Another horse who put in a super game performance this weekend was at Royal Ascot, and that was our Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf champion. So again, reinforcing the form of that race, and that is Sharing. She ran second in the Group 1 Coronation Stakes. It was a really nice run. We're going to go ahead and, again, I'm going to try to show you the replay. So I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. We're going to go to share screen again, and we're going to check this out and see if we can show her stretch run in the Coronation Stakes. So there you go again. It was a nice performance. It's actually really funny. I think I Graham Motion, her trainer, go ahead and tweet that he had never received so many congratulations for running second. But that's a big deal. I mean, it's a Group 1 race at Royal Ascot, and she did not fail the fans in showing her heart that she's shown in all her starts. Another cool fact about this filly, Sharing, is the fact that she's got some Breeders' Cup head credit credentials. And what I mean by that is she's a daughter, a 2004's Breeders' Cup sprint champion and Eclipse champion sprinter Speightstown. And then she's out of Shared Account, who Graham also trained. Shared Account herself is a Breeders' Cup champion. She won the 2010 Breeders' Cup filly and mare Turf. And she's also a daughter of a Breeders' Cup champion in Pleasantly Perfect, who won the 2003 Breeders' Cup Classic. So you just got champions top and bottom. And it's got to be a thrill, especially for Graham, having trained Share Account, to see this filly go ahead, become a Breeders' Cup champion, and make a wonderful accounting of herself at Royal Ascot. So a big congrats to him, to Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, Gainesway, jockey Ocean Murphy. And, Ocean Murphy actually won on another horse who ran this weekend, and that was in our Win and You're In Norfolk Stakes, a Group 2, and that was aboard the Learjet. I want to show you the stretch of this race because the horse who also ran second is very interesting. So let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find it for you. Share screen. Again, producing on my own today, so it's a little harder, but let's see. Here's the Learjet. Let's see if we can share it and enjoy it together. Okay, so that was the Learjet winning the Group 2 Norfolk at Royal Ascot. And, the cool thing about this horse is his father, Prince of Lear, won this very same race. So it's kind of neat to see the son follow in the footsteps of the father. So congratulations, of course, to his connections, Cutter Racing, his jockey Ocean Murphy, and as well as his trainer, Michael Bell, and breeder Donald Boylan. And so what I want to talk about with Golden Pal for Wesley Ward, that was a really game performance. If you watched it from the beginning, that horse got the lead from the jump. He, just as you saw, got beat in the shadows. And the thing about this horse, we're talking about Breeders' Cup head cred, right? Well, He definitely has it. Golden Pal himself is a son of 2010's Breeders' Cup juvenile champion, Uncle Mo, who of course took Eclipse champion juvenile honors as well. And then he's out of Lady Shipman. She was second in the 2015 Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, which again is fitting because the Norfolk itself, although he didn't win it, so he didn't get the win and you're in, but the winning you're in for that race is to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. So it's fun to see Lady Shipman with her first foal get a horse who could run so gamely in a race like this. And then it's fun too because she herself is a daughter of Midshipman, and Midshipman won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, was Eclipse champion juvenile. He's a son of Unbridled Song, who won the 95 Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And then Unbridled Song is also a son of a Breeders' Cup champion in Unbridled, because the year Unbridled won the Kentucky Derby, 1990, he also won the Breeders' Cup Classic against Older. So you've got tons, again, of Breeders' Cup ped cred in this horse's pedigree, and we have not seen the last of him. Oh no. Ward still has ambitions for this horse over in Europe, and this is pretty exciting. From what I understand, from what I've read, it seems that he's going to be pointing this horse to the Nunthorpe Stakes, which is very cool because, well, this horse is a 2-year-old. That race, interestingly, is open to horses 2 years old and up, which means he may be facing the likes of Batash. And last year, he won that race. And not only did he win it, but he broke Dejour's record in doing so, running just shy of 56 seconds flat. So it's pretty remarkable. That's going to be a great head-to-head because Kieran Fallon, who was helping watch Wesley's horses over there, he actually has been quoted as saying that he thinks this horse can beat Batash. So very exciting. I believe we may see Arad Ortiz fly in to ride. So again, cool horse there, and not the only one that Ward had run this weekend. He also had, of course, a horse dear and near to my heart, Kamari. She put in a game performance. It was a second place performance, but again, game nonetheless in the Commonwealth Stakes. It had a better start. Maybe she would have finished a bit closer. But this is a filly that has, so many options ahead of her. I've read that he is entertaining the idea of getting her actually back on dirt, maybe a start at Del Mar and then face the boys in the Breeders' Cup. So that's pretty cool. But he did, Wesley Ward, get a win at Royal Ascot, bringing his tally to 11 lifetime. And that was with a really cool filly named Campanelle. She won the Group 2 Queen Mary Stakes, a race he's won in the past with Lady Aurelia and with the same ownership in Stone Street. So, that's neat there. Another cool fact about Campanelle is the fact that she is by Kodiak. And going back to the Learjet, who won the Norfolk Stakes, his sire, Prince of Lear, is a son of Kodiak. So that's a cool tie-in there. But Campanelle, she's going to be looking to secure the same double that Lady Aurelia did, and that is going on from winning the Queen Mary and then winning the Prix Morny, a Group 1 race. So that's, a cool, again, the double that Lady Aurelia did with the same connections. So just pretty cool stuff right there. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to try to show you the stretch run of the Queen Mary Stakes. Stand by. You know what? I vacillated between saying Campanelle and Campanelli, and the more I hear it, I think the more I'm going to. That sounds better, right? And hello, Andrew Richardson and Downtown Rob. I'm sorry I didn't recognize that you had tweeted at me. I hope you all are having a lovely Tuesday. So basically, this has just been a very casual wrap up of the action we saw of horses who ran on Future Stars Friday in 2019, and then a look at horses we may see competing this year, November 6th and 7th at Keeneland. So also, I do want to keep you impressed with the fact that you have more Win and You're In action coming up this weekend at Churchill Downs. You've got a Win and You're In for the Longines Classic with the Stephen Foster, and a Win and You're In also for the Longines Distaff, and that is with the Fleur de Lis. So be sure to tune in. In the meantime, if you have any 2-year-olds that you think I should be keeping my eye out on, sure to let me know. You can always tweet at me at Ren Carothers. In the meantime, I hope you, again, are all having a very lovely evening, and I will talk to you next time right here on the Future Stars Forecast.